The only thing which would make you successful and differentiate you from others relates to your own commitment, your own hard work. My journey started decades back once I joined Pakistan Air Force in the engineering branch. So we are actually facilitating the students and the faculty both. We are engaged with National Aerospace Science and Technology Park. We are a consortium partner with the NICAT, which is National Innovation Center for Aerospace Technologies. So a lot of things have been done. So as a whole, if you ask me, the past year has been a very happening year. This is a very good initiative and this is highly appreciable.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Not So Formal Show, where we unravel the stories of research, innovation, and commercialization. I'm your host, Bisma Malik, and today we have a remarkable guest with us Squadron Leader Azhar Naeem, the manager of the Office of Research, Innovation, and Commercialization at Air University, Islamabad. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Sir, kaise hain aap?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
So before we dive into the fascinating world of research, हम थोड़ा सा आपकी जर्नी के बारे में जानना चाह रहे हैं कि आप किस तरह यहाँ तक आज आप आए हैं.
First of all, thank you very much for having me on your show. This is a very good initiative and this is highly appreciable. So my journey started decades back once I joined Pakistan Air Force in the engineering branch. So during the course of my professional career, after having graduated as in the engineering branch, it has taken varied. I've been able to perform varied assignments which were related to the maintenance management primarily, and then the engineering projects, and then from training to the product development. So overall, my experience, if you ask me my views on this, that it actually represents a rich blend of industry and academia, which is now, right now, I'm performing my duties at University ORIC. So ORIC is, Air University ORIC is not new to me. I have been to the New Tech ORIC, which is National University of Technology. I was working there and then moved to Air University. And the past 1 year has been very amazing. I've interacted with very talented students, very energetic and very motivated faculty members. And I understand and I believe that based on the experiences that I have, I can contribute to the overall growth and development of the institution.
So as you mentioned, you have worked in this department before. So how would you differentiate between ORIC at Air University and outside Air University? Like as you mentioned, right, that you've worked in this field before as well.
Okay, ORICs are established in all the universities as per the directive or policy issued by the Higher Education Commission. So ORIC actually stands for Office of Research, Industrialization and Commercialization. The main primary objective was to propel the university research towards commercialization. So for any university, ORIC is the front face. ORIC is the front face to interact with the industry. So at Air University ORIC, we are also doing the same kind of activities which are related to, for example, transfer of technology, which is developed out of the university research to the industry. Then it relates to the intellectual property rights protection. Then it relates to the patents which are developed or maybe incorporated by the faculty members. Those patents filing and the process that involves. Then the ORIC is into the licensing agreements which are undertaken as a process of the disclosures which are made by the faculty member or the students. So in nutshell, every activity which relates to the commercialization efforts of the research undertaken at the university that goes through the ORICs. So we are actually facilitating the students and the faculty both in ensuring that whatever they have developed or whatever they have actually created, that goes to the market and the right benefit and the right their due share is protected.
So it's been a whole year. I think it's a lot of time where you can understand if the objectives are being achieved or not, or what objectives are to be made, like new objectives. So, how do you think these objectives of ORIC are being achieved at undergraduate and graduate levels?
Okay, as I've mentioned, the objectives of ORIC relate to the intellectual property rights, then patents, then license agreements, and then taking those products or those technologies to the industry and asking them if the matchmaking is occurring. So during the past 1 year, we have achieved significant mileage. If you ask me about the performance of our ORIC, I would say that we are amongst the top universities in Pakistan because, as per HEC ranking, our ORIC has been there is an innovation scorecard which ranks a university as third overall in the Pakistan.
That's a great achievement.
That is a great achievement. So, and the scorecard is actually a balanced scorecard. It accounts to the projects which have been undertaken. It accounts to the funding which have been secured. It accounts to the various commercialization activities that have been undertaken. So, in the past year, we have come up with a commercialization policy for intellectual property rights and the commercialization policy for the faculty and the students, which we have recently established the incubation center. We are engaged with National Aerospace Science and Technology Park. We are a consortium partner with the NICAT, which is National Innovation Center for Aerospace Technologies. So a lot of things have been done. So as a whole, if you ask me, the past year has been a very happening year, and we hope and we expect that good things are expected to come in maybe years ahead.
So, as you mentioned, that ORIC at AD University has been ranked in the top three positions. So, what pressure does this bring along?
Yeah, the pressure is immense.
Because you have to maintain
Yeah,
that
we have to
ranking or,
maintain. The
you know,
first
you
one
have to
is
grow.
achieving the standard, and then
Maintaining
second
it.
phase is maintaining. And generally, the requirement to actually maintain standard is more than actually reaching that point. So we are striving, we are giving our best. And if you ask me about the overall contribution, because achieving that stature is not a somebody individual's job. It is a team effort. It is actually contribution by all the faculty members, all the student fraternity, all the management, which combines to make those projects or those fundings or those activities happen. So overall, yes, we have challenges, but at the same time, we have got very good opportunities. The overall national innovation or entrepreneurship related canvas or landscape is opening up. There are good opportunities. There is a lot of support from Higher Education Commission. There is immense support from, in case of Air University, from Pakistan Air Force. Then we have, as I've mentioned, recently established National Aerospace Science and Technology Park, which is actually a going forward kind of initiative. So Air University is very well positioned to actually benefit and capitalize on all these.
So, has ORIC yet recognized that what's lacking as compared to the top two audit departments?
Okay. Uh, ORIC scorecard, the innovation scorecard, which is designed by HEC, is also in the learning phase. So, the concept of ORIC, as I mentioned, started off in 2011-12 with public sector, initially universities, and then subsequently a lot of all the universities joined in. The role and task of ORIC is now getting a shape, which is due to the fact that recently HEC has started asking seriously from the universities that a lot of funds have been given related to the research and the research commercialization. So what is the current state of various activities that are going on? So, as per my understanding, the overall the learning curve is already on its way, and I think that with the involvement of all the stakeholders, that is Higher Education Commission, that is the university, the management, and maybe the industry, uh, the overall role of ORIX would subsequently improve in the years ahead.
So you're saying that it's been more than a decade that this initiative was started by HEC, but in the recent years they have taken it seriously.
Yes, why I'm saying that, because during the past 4 5 years, a lot of funds have actually been dedicated to the projects which have commercialization potential. So there are two type of funding. One funding is general research funding, which is to support the activities related to the basic research. And then the second kind of funding is from the industry or from the stakeholders to the projects which have commercialization potential. So, for example, HEC started off Technology Development Fund initiative, in which projects up to 20 million rupees were funded, and they were required to have one industrial partner. Industrial partner was the one whose role involved related to the commercialization. So then they started off with Grand Challenge Fund, then they came up with Local Challenge Fund, and then there are various other activities which are related to the overall development of the ecosystem which HEC is trying to. So the past decade is actually, as I've mentioned, that it started off a decade back, but now recent 2 3 years have been the focus is on such activities, and there comes the role of ORIC to actually translate those bigger objectives into reality.
So let's talk about research a bit. How do you think research is not only shaping academic pursuits, but also it covers a broader landscape of research and commercialization?
The research, as we all know, that universities have always been knowledge factories. So the faculty and the students, they have always been engaged into the various activities which are related to generally a kind of contribution to the body of knowledge. So, but the recent years have seen, the recent decade, I would say, has seen a kind of different blend with the advent of fourth industrial revolution technologies, with the exponential technologies disrupting established businesses. The overall the frame of research has actually changed. So there is now a challenge for the students to actually learn those skills which are related to the fourth industrial revolution technologies, which relates to the convergence of various technologies to actually come up with a product or maybe a solution. Then there is a challenge for the faculty to actually keep abreast with the latest literature or maybe the cutting edge research that is going on globally. Then there is a challenge for the university itself to match these changes, and at the same time um, contribute towards the third mission, that is the social obligation, that is to the promotion of entrepreneurship, that is promotion of jobs. So overall these challenges are immense, but I understand that with the collaborative approach by all the stakeholders, we should be able to handle, and we should be able to be successful in the longer
It's a
run.
delicate balance to be maintained.
It is a delicate balance.
So, moving towards the initiative and projects that ORIC has been going into right now, can you share some initiatives or innovative projects that's been going on right now?
Okay, at the Age University, we have as I've mentioned, one of the major KPI in the scorecard is related to the research funding and the projects that are going on. So right now we have a portfolio of approximately 50 plus minus projects, which are from funded by Higher Education Commission. That's a large number, and the total value of these projects is approximately 900 million plus. So the projects relate to the Higher Education Commission. Those are the Technology Development Fund. Those are few are from the Grand Challenge Fund. Then we have NRPU by HEC. Then we have RTTG by HEC. Then we have industry projects. Then we have projects from NASCOM. Then we have projects from Pakistan Air Force. Then we have various projects from Ignite. So the overall portfolio which is being managed by ORIC is quite complex, I would say, and maybe involves all the stakeholders. So in addition, we, as I mentioned, recently we have there is National Aerospace Science and Technology Park coming up. So National Aerospace Science and Technology Park is another avenue of which Pakistan Air University is a consortium partner. So a lot of projects are expected to come in, and maybe we should be able to benefit from this new changing paradigm.
So, moving to students and their involvement in innovation and commercialization. So, being a student of a university, honestly, I have no idea. Suppose if I want to start something, or I want to be a part, like as you mentioned, there's so much funding going into these projects. So, as a student, if I want to be a part of it, what steps should I take, or what criteria should I fall into to be eligible to, take a step forward?
Okay. The students of this era, which I would say started the students which are currently enrolled in the university. These are as per my understanding, these are actually this is the most blessed lot which we ever had. Blessed, I would say, because the students have got abundance of everything. You have got abundance of resources. You have got abundance of access. You can reach anywhere. You have got abundance of knowledge. You have got abundance of all possible resources which can help in shaping your idea into a reality. So this leverage was not available previously to any kind of all the generation of students which have previously gone through. So at the university, I would say that if you have an idea which can be of any value to the society, to the university, to maybe nation, you have all the support available. You can initially start off with your faculty, maybe you can discuss, then you can come to us. We have got a formal, fully established business incubation center where we are currently sitting. So this is a wonderful facility. Then we have, we will support, we generally support the students in shaping their ideas into reality, into validation of the business plans. And then we will, if the business plan is validated and the idea has serious commercialization potential, then you can be moved to the NICAT, which I have mentioned, the NASDAQ, and the world is, the sky is the limit. You can go anywhere. You can all. I would expect and I would suggest for the students to actually contribute is their serious effort. So if the serious effort is there, then there are no dearth of resources or maybe things which are required to make idea into reality.
So, being the manager of ORIC, what challenges have you faced or your team has faced in fostering this culture of, reaching out to students? I'll be a little honest that this was the first time I heard about ORIC. I have been a part of this university since 2 years. So, what do you think we are facing a challenge here in actually promoting that what ORIC does? So, what do you think about it, or how do you think we can overcome this challenge in the coming years so that any person entering a university knows about ORIC and knows that this is something that they can do? Because I believe there are a lot of students who must have some amazing ideas, but they're not being utilized the way that they should. So, how do you think you, as the manager of ORIC, or your team, will overcome these challenges in the coming years?
Yes, you're right that students, there could be a few students who might not be knowing about ORIC. But generally, the role of ORIC for the student comes with around fourth or fifth semester. Once you are discussing your final year projects and the final year projects are taking shape, so we have a formal incubation program for the students. So there are generally to student actually get linked with the various activities of ORIC, there are three stages. The first one relates to the pre-incubation kind of phase, which is generally conducted at department level. So we have recently started around during this semester, in which we are going to the departments and we are conducting activities related to design thinking, related to business model canvas, then organizing and pitching your, for example, ideas to the potential maybe forums where you can go. And these activities are related to giving a touch to the students related to who intend to pursue or maybe take their projects towards commercialization. So once this pre-incubation phase is generally a generic, is for everyone. Then comes the next stage, which is related to the incubation phase. So the students of fifth or sixth semester are generally required to present their ideas to at a formal activity for induction into the cohort, which we intake at the business incubation. So the cohort generally gets selected so that the students get training for around 8 to 12 months, in which various activities related to entrepreneurship and maybe commercialization, maybe go-to-market strategy and the networking or raising funds or planning the financial sides of your own the possible idea or startup. So these all activities are formally taught to the students during the incubation phase. And then once there is a phase which is in which those who successfully complete all the activities, they are graduated and inducted into an accelerator program. Accelerator program we have at the university as well, and we can go to the NICAT, as I've mentioned at the next step. So for the students, as I mentioned, there these three phases. Besides this, we are going uh, various engagement activities with the faculty members, with all others. So to raise awareness and ask the students to come to us, discuss their ideas, and then we'll help them and guide them to ensure that they actually become successful.
So I remember a few months ago, there was this initiative. I believe it was ORIC's initiative that we had a seminar on entrepreneurship where we were indulged into thinking about innovative idea. So that was a great initiative. I would like to mention that because I remember as a class we all had some genuinely great ideas, and we never knew that we had that sort of potential. But being the students of fourth semester, we did hit that part of our brains where we did indulge into activities where we came up with like really good ideas. And being in fifth semester now, a lot of those students are actually implementing those ideas. So that was a great initiative, and I would want ORIC to continue this initiative with the junior sections. Along with this, I have another question for you. Um, as you mentioned that the students of fifth, sixth, like the senior semesters, for the FIPs, they're suggested to come up with ideas and contact ORIC if they have a great idea. What if I'm in a junior semester, like I've just joined university, but there's something that I've been doing, or I have a great idea. Can I ask ORIC's help, or can I be a part of it?
Yes, why not? I can give you an example. As I've mentioned that recently we were doing evaluation for the cohort 2. Cohort 2 is expected to start by 1st of Jan, and it would be a formal activity for all the startups and all the university students who actually would get selected. So there was a student from the gaming department. He was in first semester. He came up and he insisted that we had some limitation of time. He insisted that I have missed out so many things, important things, and I want you to listen to me. So we asked him to come over, and he was in first semester, and he presented his idea, and he was exceptionally outstanding because he had already, because see, the projects, the proposals which are required to be incubated at any incubation center, not at any university. If you go to NUST, if you go to maybe NIC, you can go to any other formal incubation program, they require your project to be at least at TRL 7 or 6 level. So TRL is technology readiness level, or maybe in case you can also call it product readiness level. So TRL 7 or 8 is generally a level where your at least product is in a ready shape. You can refine it, you can tweak it, and then launch it in the market. So incubation activity helps you in, as I've mentioned, in areas related to where you can actually commercialize it, you can raise funds, you can validate your business model for related to the product. So for any individual who is from maybe first semester, second semester, if he has good idea, he can come over. We have a very good example currently at the university in which we have Gimotivity. They were from fifth semester. They were incubated at NAST, and then we brought them to Air University. So they are doing very good. Then we have another example, which is Tappet. He's also from fifth semester. So there is no hard and fast rule that you have to be from seventh semester and only then you will be incubated. If you have an idea which is worth, for example, taking further, and you can spare time, then the doors are open for everyone.
Sir, anything else that you'd like to add into all of this? Like, we have discussed so many things so far. Any advice that you would like to give to the youth or the aspiring youth who wants to indulge into research? I would like to also include myself in this. So, right now, I'm at a stage where I'm not sure whether I should go towards the industry or be within the academic field and move towards research. So, I believe there must be many other students as well who are in the same phase where they're not sure, they're in the confusion that what's right for them. So, being experienced professional, what would you suggest to people like us?
For the students actually to pursue their career in academics or maybe going to the industry, this all depends on their own interest or maybe the kind of career they want to pursue. But as I understand, I would suggest and I would advise that the only thing which would make you successful and differentiate you from others relates to your own commitment, your own hard work, the amount of energy you would put in. So, as I'd earlier mentioned, that the students of this age are actually the blessed ones. They have got abundance of everything. They have abundance of resources. They have abundance of information. They have abundance of maybe various tools which are required. They have abundance of the accesses. A student sitting in a lab of Air University can reach to the corners of Africa if he wants to. So previously this kind of leverage was enjoyed by the multinational giants, by the multinational giants. So if you ask me what is required to be done, that is only one thing. Always remember the first principle that you have to put in best during your academics. You have to apply yourself positively. You have to keep learning. You have to keep exploring things which are related to your profession. You have to learn skills. Only then you'll be able to survive in years ahead, because you never know with the kind of resources available online. There could be an individual of your age who is sitting in some kind of rural area while he is keeping himself, he's learning those activities, and once you're required to sit against him, there is a possibility that you might not be able to compete with him. So all the students, please remember, the times you are going to face are very challenging, and only those who would have the right skills, the right mindset, and the right approach, those would survive.
So before we move towards the end, I would want to ask you that where do you see ORIC in the next 3, 4 years?
If you want me to comment on ORIC or you want me to comment on the Air University,
So
because
both.
ORIC is already attained the top first, second, third position. So the first position or second position or third position generally does not matter. It is actually reaching the top pedestal. Yes, Air University in the 5 years is an interesting kind of question. So, in my understanding, Air University is right now. If you ask me to compare it with maybe all other universities across Pakistan, so we are while it is not very highly appreciated by many who are related to this. But if you ask me, my personal opinion is that Air University is actually placed way ahead than all contemporary universities. That is why I'm saying this, because one, that we are in this 500 square yards area, we have got all the departments which relate to the emerging and cutting edge technologies. It relates to we have got aerospace, we have got avionics, we have got mechatronics, we have got electrical engineering, Then we have got computer science. Then we have cybersecurity. Then we have got gaming. So at the back we have got medical college. So this is a very comprehensive kind of campus in which multidisciplinary activities can be undertaken, multidisciplinary projects can be undertaken. So with serious backing of Pakistan Air Force at the back and NASTAP coming up at the front, of which Air University is a consortium partner, the sky is the limit. So we can attain the levels which I think no university has got this leverage right now. So it would all depend on, it would all be 100% dependent on our own efforts and how we capitalize on this great opportunity.
So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Uh,
Do you still see you in Yale University?
So, why not? Why not with Air University? I would, or maybe in any academic position. As I've mentioned, since Air University enjoys a unique position, so I would love to remain associated with this great institution. And this is one thing which we need to understand. This is the era of knowledge. The economies are actually shaping up to be related to, transformed into the knowledge economies. So the epicenter of knowledge is university. And the universities have taken the shape of the new factories for the developed nations. So in any capacity, if you want to contribute to the nation building, maybe this is the right place. And in my case, I've got the required skill sets which can help me contribute towards overall growth and development of the ecosystem, innovation and technology ecosystem. So I would see myself in the years ahead associated with a university.
So, thank you so much for sharing your insights and shedding light on the work that's been happening within the ORIC at Yale University. And I hope that in the coming years, I would, see you in the same place,
Thank you
and
very much.
we would be discussing something else at that moment.
Thank you very much. As I've mentioned, this is a great initiative. So I wish you good luck for the future endeavors. Thank you.
To our listeners, if you found this conversation as intriguing as I did, please do not forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more episodes and keep exploring the world of research, innovation, and commercialization.